Hello everyone. For our week 2 breakdown, we're going to go over your first speech, which will be your introduction speech, and we'll also go over a discussion that you guys will have for the upcoming week. So, your introduction speech is telling the class a little bit about yourself and 3 things that make you you: a person, place, and thing. So, in your module, there are some resources to help you. So they're also in the speech and recording resources section at the top. But I've also moved it down so you can find some of them hopefully more easily. So for your speech and recording resources, I have an explanation of each part of your speech. So later on in the course, you'll be responsible for having an outline for your speech, but I don't want you to focus too much on that right now. But these are the parts here that would be in your outline. And if you are thinking, okay, well, maybe seeing it in the outline form would help me understand it better, I got you covered. So this is something I've created before. So let's go over this kind of a side-by-side thing. So in your introduction, you're telling a little bit about yourself, where you're from, maybe something you're interested in, maybe your major. So when you get done with that, then you're going to tell us, okay, the purpose of why you're speaking is to, tell the class about yourself and 3 things that make you you: a person, place, and a thing. So once you get done with that, then you go to the body of your speech. So here it says discuss person, place, thing thoroughly. Also use transitions and try to have an equal amount of time. I know you won't be able to just have it so perfect that you can have that down to the second, but try. You don't want to spend, I don't know, 4 minutes on one particular thing and then 15 seconds on the other 2. So when you are doing this, pay attention to making sure you cover each thing and also the transitions. So in this outline, so say you start with the person, say a few things about that person, and you say, okay, now I'm going to tell you in your transition, now I'm going to tell you about a place that makes me me, and then you talk about wherever it is, bowling alley, mall, I don't know. So then when you get done with that, okay, now I'm going to tell you about the thing that, makes me me or has heavily contributed to me becoming the person that I am today. So that transition helps you, your audience, know that, hey, we're done with this and we're moving on to this other thing. So once you get done with all of that, you have your conclusion. So in your conclusion, you're letting us know that, hey, you're about done with your speech. So in conclusion, before I leave you, my name is such and such, such and such, and the person, and I told you about the person, place, and thing that make me me. Or you can say I told you about my person, my uncle, the place, the bowling alley, and the thing, playing Sudoku, whatever, that make me me. So it doesn't have to be a long, rehashing every single point in full detail, but just saying a gist of those 3 things that make you you at the end, saying that at the end of the speech. And some things to consider while you are speaking: your delivery, your eye contact. So try to look into the lens or your viewer as much as possible, okay? So don't want you just reading it, word for word from a sheet of paper. Also, your enthusiasm. So one thing is when you're looking and actually speaking and not reading, you have more enthusiasm. But also, don't go through it like you're just taking a survey or a list. So oftentimes, there are some students who just like, okay, person, this person, blah, 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 check. Place, this, city, check. And it becomes dry and dull when it's just like, okay, your goal is to answer the question. No, your goal is to tell us about yourself, and you're trying to communicate with us and hopefully have us interested and reflect that enthusiasm or that passion that you have for that particular thing to us. So, and other thing, of course, following the directions, and finally trying to come as close to meeting your time limit. So between 2 minutes and between 2 and 4 minutes, or 4 minutes 30 seconds. So don't freak out if you went 4:35. It's like, oh man, I got to do it all over again. It's okay. All right. So moving on from that. Once you have, if you have those accomplished, then here's the rubric if you want to take a look at it. But if you follow what I told you about, then don't worry, you're looking at an A when it comes to that. So introduction speech example, I highly suggest you look at this. This is a good example of what your speech should look like. Oh, something I forgot to mention was that also if you have pictures and of that person, said person, place, or thing, that greatly enhances your speech. So, or maybe something that represents whatever it is that you're talking about. So once you have looked at the resources, seen the example, so let's just say you've got your outline, or you've got your topics, and you're ready to do your speech and turn it in and all that. So you're going to go to a site called Canva. You're going to create an account. It is free. They do have free accounts, and these are some steps on how to record. Now I'd say the site has changed a little bit recently, so I'm going to walk you through it just so that you don't just have to read words, and also so that little change you can adapt to it. So this is Canva. I've already created a lot of presentations, and so this is one that I made up just for this particular instance. So say I'm going to go to my thing called Canva demonstration. I've already got my slides made. So I've already got my slides made. Something that may help you when you're doing your speech is that you can create notes. So that way when you're in presentation view, you can actually see those as you speak. So that can help you. You don't want to write down everything, but if it's just a key point, then that'll help keep you going, then that's fine. So you've got your slides, and you're ready to speak, you're ready to present. So here's what you do. So you go to present, and you go to present and record. So I'm going to click on present and record, then I'm going to click next, and then I'm going to go to recording studio. And then it's going to check to make sure that my camera is working and that it's able to pick up audio. So I'm doing this from a laptop, so I've already got a built-in camera, and you can see that it's moving according and responding to my voice. So press start recording. It'll give you a little bit of a countdown, and once you're actually into it, you speak. You see you've got your notes off to the side. Let's just say we go through our speech and we're done. Okay, so once we're done, we go to end recording. So it'll take a second to store it, tabulate it, whatever. Okay, the longer you speak, the longer that takes. So for what we're going to be doing, I want you to click on save and exit. Okay, download allows you to save it, I think, to an MP4 file. But the quickest way for me to access it for this class would be for you to have a link. So I'm going to go to save and exit, and I've saved links so often and made it public that I think it kind of automatically saves mine as public, but I'm going to show you, just in case if it doesn't do that, how you can do that. So this is my video. You see this is me, and I'm going to press copy. Okay, now let's say you want to do it over again. You could press delete recording. That's fine, but I'm just going to press copy. Oh wait, sorry. All right, gonna press copy. It's copied. All right. Now, sometimes when I would first do this, it would pop up to see if I wanted to make it public. But here's the foolproof way to make sure that your link is public. So I'm gonna go to share. Okay. So I'm gonna go to click on share, and I'm gonna click public view link because we want the public to be able to see this. So, and honestly, if you change everything to public, you know, or anyone with the link, that's fine, because it's not like there's going to be thousands of people trying to see, you know, your Canva presentation. So I say just be on the safe side, make sure that, you know, whoever has the link can see it. So anyway, if you go to public view link, and don't be afraid because it says live. That doesn't mean you're gonna instantly go live to all of the Canva people who are trying to watch videos. No, it's just, you know, I guess you recorded it live or whatever. So anyhow, so I go to public view link. You see here that it says this recording is being shared publicly. Anyone with the link will be able to view it. Perfect. That's what we want. So it says public view link here. Okay, so if you want to change the name or anything, you could, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to press copy, and my link is copied. So and to prove, you know, that it's, and if you are, sometimes if you're doing a private link, it'll give you a little warning, say, hey, this link is only, you know, viewable by you. So I'm gonna go to another tab, copy, you know, paste my link, and this is how it should pop up. Okay, it should just be like a little play thing in the middle, and just full screen of video. Okay, that's what it's supposed to look like if you've done it correctly. So I've copied my link, and let's go back to the site. So when you are trying to turn in your work, this is what you do. So this is kind of like a counted as a discussion. So, but don't get too confused. The reason why it's like that is so that you can submit your video and other people can look at your videos and make comments. So once you've done your video, so you press reply. So reply is how you submit your work. So my name is Joe Schmo. You know, when you submit your reply, you know, it'll automatically know who you are. You paste it, and you just press reply, and that's it. Okay, that's all you need to do. I'm not gonna do this because even though I'm in student view, you know, I don't want anybody getting confused and like, why was your introduction video so short? So I'm gonna go ahead and press cancel. But you'll be able to see other students' links, and you can reply to those. So that way you reply to this main thing to submit yours, but then you also reply to you look at your classmates' videos, and you know, make little comments like, hey, good job, I like such and such as well, I thought you did a really good job on such and such. So there's not a word count limit on your reply to your fellow students' videos. It's just whatever it is that you feel like saying. So anyway, that's it for your introduction speech. Some things that I think will help you out and cut out some confusion. See, is there anything else I wanted to say about this? No. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to your, where is it? Chapter 5 discussion. So you know, listen to the watch the videos and read your chapters, and but for the discussion, since I believe this is your first discussion, we have our discussion topic here at the top. Okay, and for this you're gonna have 3 submissions, okay, or posts. So you're going to reply to the original question. So sometimes it'll be a question, sometimes you'll be asked to do something and share your thoughts about it. Sometimes it'll be a video and you give your thoughts on that video. So it could be a number of things. Regardless, you click reply, and then you write your response to whatever it was that that you had seen. Okay, so you want your, that would be considered your original post. So that's you replying to the actual, discussion question or prompt or whatever. Okay, then later on you reply to your fellow classmates. So the reason why we want your original reply due on Friday is so that way everyone isn't, trying to turn in something on Sunday and everybody's replying to the same three people because they turned in their stuff early, and that, everyone else is still trying to, turn in their original reply and their reply to other students. And since there's only three students who had, posted something, that was up when they looked at it, then everybody's replying to the exact same thing. So in order to avoid that, that's why at least by Friday, turn in your original reply, and then, other people can look at it, and you can have your other responses, turn those in by Sunday. So it's very important you do all three. Okay, so if you only do your original response, that's only going to get you about 66% of your full credit. So you don't want that. So you want to do all three posts. Okay.